Hey there, and welcome to Faith Talks. I have a special treat today. I have my little sister Terri with me. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh,
look at this view. This is
takes your breath away.
That's her backyard.
My new backyard.
Your dream backyard.
Yes. It's been on my phone for over a year.
That's what I wanted you to talk about. You are known all over the world as the cheerleader of dreams. You were a cheerleader growing up. So I think just looking at your phone, you showed me that. It just inspired me. And I wanted you to come on and talk about it because I think sometimes when we get older, like in our 50s, like we are, that you can kind of get just stuck, when you're not dreaming anymore. Mm-hmm. What would you say to someone they would say, Terri, I don't even have dreams anymore. You know, I'm just doing the same old thing every day. What would you say to that person?
Well, that's like the number one question I get when I'm in line with people meeting them and stuff.
Yeah.
Is they'll say, I don't know what my dreams are anymore, or I got so caught up in raising my kids, I don't even know what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier to start with goals than it is a dream.
Right.
I have this example I like to share. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, a friend of mine had the opportunity to minister to the actor Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And he said when he walked in his house, he saw this big glass wall with like 150 little index cards all over the wall. And he asked him, he said, what is all that? And Will Smith said, well, that's my next movie I'm working on. He said, those are all my different scenes that I just move them around till I get it the way I like it.
Yeah.
And he said every good movie has ups and downs and good character and bad characters, And my friend that was looking at this, he goes, that looks so confusing. He said, how do you even know where to start?
Mm-hmm.
And Will Smith said, that's the easy part. He said, you always start with the final scene. He said, you decide how you want it to end, and then you work towards it.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same in life.
Yeah.
So I like to tell people to imagine that it's December 31st of this year. So you project forward. And it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You got your party hat on and probably a sequin dress.
Well, we know you would.
For sure. And fake eyelashes. And just imagine you turn to your friend on New Year's Eve and you go, 2023 was the most amazing year of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would need to happen for you to say that?
Yeah.
Because whatever it is, that's what you need to write down.
Yes.
So it could be, I paid off that MasterCard $6,456.82.
Mm-hmm.
I finally paid it off. Or I lost 15 pounds and I weigh my ideal body weight of this amount.
Yes.
Or I got my real estate license. Or I sold 3 houses. What would make the end of this year the greatest year ever?
Yes.
So sometimes it's easier to start with goals.
So it's getting a clear picture of what that end result is.
Yeah. And then work towards it.
Yes.
And then you take it a step further and think of life that way.
Yeah.
When you come to the end of your life, what do you want that card to say?
Yes.
That you wrote 10 books.
Yeah.
That you went on mission fields to these nations.
Mm-hmm.
What is that in result?
Well, it's always said that on a tombstone is the beginning date, the end date, and that dash is where you did
determines
life.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think some people think, like dreaming, writing a book or this, but you can start small. Even like having a vision to clean up a room.
Yeah. That's where I started.
Yes.
I always tell people you start with a blank page.
Yeah.
And you give yourself permission to dream.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. If you don't start with anything, then you'll be in the same place next year at this time.
Yes.
And no one wants that.
Yeah.
I tell the story how years ago when I was working with Dad, I was over in France ministering in a conference, and the girl that was decorating the offices, she texted me and she said, what do you want on this big wall that your desk faces? I texted her back and I said, a vision board. And she texted me back, huh? I said, I want a big, giant vision board. Well, she found a cork board in a closet and she found a frame and she framed the cork board and put it on the wall. When I got home from France, I could hardly wait to see the offices, but I was busy from being gone so long.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how bad it bothered me every time I would look up from my desk and see nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced if you see nothing, you can expect nothing.
Yeah. I think I had a quote from one of your books where you said that.
Yeah.
You said, where is it at? Right there. When you change the way you look at things, the thing you look at will change.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got to have pictures and images of it, of what you're believing for.
So let me interject about that.
Okay.
So I've been guilty of this in the past, especially when you really started teaching on vision boards. So I would cut out my pictures, get them on there.
Yeah.
And then like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, God.
Yeah.
And
Make it happen.
Yes. And some people do that, but you have to put legs to your faith.
Yeah.
You have to take that first step.
Right.
Like I've heard you say, okay, if you want to write a book,
schedule time.
What's the step?
On the calendar.
Yes. You don't just start, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
So I think, and I've been guilty of like, okay, there it is. Now what? You know.
I made the vision board.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that's so important, this is so interesting as far as goal setting and dreams. They've discovered the number one reason goals go unachieved is because they're out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And so that phrase, out of sight, out of mind, is true.
Yes.
Like we put them on a flash drive, we put them in a drawer, a 3-ring binder, and never look at them. That's what I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little phrase in goal setting. They say, keep your goals out of reach, but never out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And this principle came from God's word. Because God's the one who said, you become what you behold.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, there's a principle. You become what you behold. So that's why it's so important that every day you're constantly looking at your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And it only takes like 3 minutes. Every morning I pray over my dreams.
Yeah. Is this from your ministry, this book?
Yeah.
Can you show it?
Yeah, this is just a Dreams and Goals notebook that we produced.
So you can purchase that at
Yeah.
Terri.com.
Terri.com, yeah. But it's just to keep your dreams organized instead of putting them in something and you don't remember where you put it. And this keeps it all in one place.
That's good. I like
So it's the
that.
before and the after.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, lastly, unless there's anything else you want to add, but sowing seed towards your dream.
Yeah.
I mean, we were raised
Yeah.
on that. How important is it when you're like, we are sitting in your dream house right now. This house is magnificent. And like we said, it's on your phone.
Yeah.
You prayed for this house. You are sitting in your dream right now. How important was it to sow seed towards that?
Well, I would say, obviously it's vitally important.
Yeah.
Dad taught us if you have a need, sow a seed.
Yeah.
And so every dream I've ever seen come to pass in my life, I've sown a seed for it.
Mm-hmm.
When I wanted to start the Icing Women's Conference, I sowed seed into Joyce Meyer because she already had a successful women's conference.
Yeah.
When I wanted to write a book, I sowed seed into other people whose books changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
When we wanted this house, we sowed the biggest seed we'd ever sown in our lives, and we named it for this house.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen right away.
Right.
But again, every single day, I have it on my phone. How many times a day do we check our phone? I think they said 150 times on average.
Wow.
Per day.
Yeah.
So 150 times I'm looking at the vision, looking at the vision, looking at the vision.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say this too real quick. See the vision. Speak to the vision.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says to call those things that be not as though they already are.
Yeah.
So speak into the vision, sowing towards the vision.
Yes.
Those 3 are so vitally important to see the dream materialize.
Yes.
I've shared this in different churches, and I've even asked if there's any farmers in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I've even said to them, can you imagine if you heard a message like this and you got so excited and you wanted corn, which I don't know why anybody would want corn.
I love corn. I love cornbread. I love corn.
Corn makes me gag, except for candy corn. So I said, imagine putting a picture of corn, and you're so excited about the corn. You got the image.
Why don't you pick corn though?
Because you love corn, and I'm corny. So, so let's just imagine there's a picture of corn, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a picture of corn because clarity is one of the single most important keys to success. You got to be clear on what you want. Don't just say I want vegetables. No, you want to be specific.
Vegetable.
I was trying to think, is it a vegetable?
Yeah.
So you put corn, but then you guys speak to it. And you say, I'm going to start speaking every day. I command corn to rise up. But you're never going to have corn until what? You sow a seed for the corn.
Sow the seed.
It's the same with your dreams.
Yes.
If you have a dream, sow a seed for it.
Yes. That's so good.
So
I appreciate you talking about it. It stirs me up. I told you I wanted a little tiny house on my property.
Yeah.
And every day I drive by, I look at that piece of empty property and I see my tiny house there. I see the way I want it. I bought a blue, just poster board.
Yeah.
I've got my plans, I've got my pictures, I've got my colors.
Yeah.
I'm about to put them on there. I purchased it all. But I'm getting it ready for that.
Preparing.
Yes. So it's so important. Okay, we're changing. Do you have anything else?
I was just going to challenge them because you have to have this part.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Write it down.
Yes.
You know what they say, don't just think it, ink it, right? So, but God's the one who said, write the vision, make it plain.
I would highly encourage you to get this.
Well, I was going to say, we have a free goal setting thing on our website
cool.
to help you get clear on your goals.
Okay.
So let me just say this real quick. When you're setting goals, don't be vague about it. This is how I used to set goals. New Year's Day, I'm going to read more, lose weight, get closer to God, save money, get out of debt.
And those are so vague.
Vague goals produce vague results.
Yeah.
So if you're going to read more, how many books by December 31st?
Yeah.
Always answer how much and by when, and put it in writing, right? Your chance of success goes up 98% by putting your goals in writing.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. That's so good.
Hopefully that helps.
It does.
Oh yeah, go to terri.com/goal setting and you can get a free checklist that'll help you through it. Yeah, it's just a checklist.
That's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you can think of that you want to add to it?
Well, don't get me started on goals and dreams, because no, but just take this to heart. Don't just say this is for everybody else but you.
Yeah.
Because you will be amazed at what God will do in your life when you take a pen and paper and you get serious about setting some goals.
Well, I think it's so important to just get alone and set aside time. You said this in your book. What's the book? Dream It,
Pen It, Live It.
You said set aside 10 minutes every day. This is in the beginning when you're wanting to set goals. For the next 7 days, sit quietly and imagine your future.
Yeah.
And you know, we serve an unlimited God and exceedingly abundantly above all.
Yeah.
So if you could get away, get quiet, get a pen and paper, and dream as big as you possibly can dream.
Yeah, just imagine. Give yourself permission to dream. You know, Albert Einstein's the one who said, your imagination is everything.
Yeah.
He said it's a preview of life's coming attractions. It's like when you go to the movies and you see a preview of a movie. You don't see the whole film.
Yeah.
You don't know how it's all going to play out.
Yeah.
But you kind of just start wondering, like, I wonder if I'll ever help young girls. Wonder if I'll ever have an Airbnb that I could rent out.
Yeah.
Wonder if I could ever have a podcast. You just kind of start wondering, and the devil will tell you no.
Yeah.
Not you. But you know, there's a phrase I heard years ago when I first started getting serious about my dreams. And I would be driving to work and I would hear this minister say it. He said it 2 times and the CD would be ended, you know?
Yeah.
But he said, somebody in need is waiting on the other side of your obedience.
Yes.
And I would think, somebody's waiting on me to like grab a pen and paper. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And I'd just keep driving and I'd hear that over and over. But now when I hear a young girl stop cutting herself because she failed me on YouTube,
Yes.
I think somebody is waiting on you to get serious about your dreams, because it's not about you. It's about impacting other people.
Yeah. That's so good.
So,
yeah. Thank you for sharing
it's
it.
an honor.
Yes. Okay, we're going to switch it up a little.
Okay.
I have some questions you don't know.
Oh, Lordy.
So you better be ready.
Okay.
Okay, so these don't look.
Okay.
These are sister questions.
Okay.
All right, so they're just, all right. Do we have nicknames for each other?
Yes.
Okay.
What are some of them?
Yeah, we have a lot.
We have a lot. So Gibble and Zibble.
Gibble and Zibble. We're not going to go into why we have. She's Zibble. I'm Gibble.
I'm Tara Libera.
Terry and Cloth and Curls.
Yeah, Terry Cloth and
Jerry Curls.
I love that one. Sometimes I just text her,
Curls.
Hey, Curls.
Hey, Curls. People say, hey, Cloth. Okay.
Weird name.
Yes. Okay, what is one thing you are better at than your sister?
Definitely mathematics. I took trigonometry and calculus. She took
Fundamentals
of
of
math.
1 and 2. 1 and 2.
And probably French. I'm sure you can speak
Oh,
a
yeah.
word of French.
And you're way better singer.
I don't know about that
Yeah.
anymore.
Singer?
You
Terri.
Your singing is really bad, I'm gonna say.
And yours is really good. Okay, what am I better at than you?
You're a great decorator.
Oh, thanks.
I can't decorate.
Cooking.
And cooking.
Well, of course.
My specialty is I'm a sandwich artist, but she can cook anything. You're a great leader.
Thanks.
She can whip something together, get everybody in shape.
That's my Carolyn.
Yeah, you got a little Jerriann Savelle.
Yes. Okay, describe your sister with 3 adjectives.
Okay.
Don't say like bold. No.
I have to. I always say that one. She is bold.
A lion.
She's a lion. There's 2.
Don't you think I'm a little more chill in my older age? I'm not so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're still
okay.
feisty.
Go ahead with your 3.
You're still
I am
feisty.
feisty. I like that word.
You are feisty.
Okay, go ahead with
You're
your
a
3.
go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
You get things done.
Okay, my 3 about.
Wait, but you are very organized in areas.
Yes.
Like,
And I'm
like
spontaneous.
Finances.
Yes. I
Very spontaneous.
structure and spontaneity. I can do both.
I can't.
No. I know. Okay, my 3 about you are easy. You are sweet, funny, and smart.
Oh,
Those are like,
thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't know you thought I was smart.
Yes.
you are so smart.
Yes.
Terri, you are so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, not at driving and stuff like that, but
Because I'm book smart and you're common sense smart.
yes and no. I mean, I've made dumb decisions in my life, but I can get out of the rain where you can't.
But you have to know, if it's raining and my eyelashes are dripping, I'm getting out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll end it with this one. If your sister's life was a movie, which actor would play their role?
For you?
You, and then I'll say you. Think about.
Because, I mean, like, Kate Hudson.
Oh really?
Yeah, Kate Hudson.
Okay.
It's cute.
Yeah. There's the other person you think I look like
Oh,
is
Kristen Chenoweth.
Kristen Chenoweth.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say Ginger from Gilligan's
Oh,
Island.
I love Ginger. I always wanted to be Ginger.
I was Mary Ann and
And
she
I
was Ginger, of
with
course.
sequins and
Yes, that is so you.
even as a little girl.
Yeah, but I was Mary Ann, more tomboy.
And our friend down the street had a boat. The dad had a boat in the garage, and I would put on the mom's nightgowns with high heels to climb up in the boat to be Ginger.
I would say Ginger, and then also I think Reese Witherspoon, Legally Blonde. Reese.
Elwood.
Yes.
Just makes you want to bend and snap.
That is you. Yeah. Okay, our mom is like right there the whole time. So now we're going to ask Mom to answer Jerry, Terri questions. Just, that's it. Yeah, come here.
Should we get Mama in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Mama.
So we kind of already answered this one, but who's the better cook, Jerry or Terri?
Oh, Lord.
Okay, who's the better, we did all these because we said them. Who's the better singer?
Oh.
Okay, who's the better driver? Who was your easiest child? Who was your most challenging child?
Oh, these are so easy.
So
Is that our question?
Yes, that's all.
Yes, that's funny.
But I want to tell you, they were 2 of the best daughters any mother could ever have. And I am so proud of both of them.
I love you,
thank
Mama.
Do you want to tell Mom that you had a dream that you had 2 little girls? Remember, you're walking down the road, a blonde and a redhead.
Holding hands
And
with
that's
them.
what you got.
And they were the same, acting the same age.
I
And
Same
love
size.
we're
that.
13 months apart.
Yep,
So-
it was wonderful. It was
Yeah.
heaven on earth for me as a mother.
Aw.
Yep,
Jerry
love you
and
girls.
Terri, we love you, Mama.
Mwah.
I love that. But we're Jerry and Terri, and then you didn't want to be known as
Jerry
almost like twins.
Oh, yeah.
So you changed your name.
Jerriann.
But I never call her that.
You want to tell the funny story that we were in our 30s when you really figured
It
out?
dawned on me, wait, your name is Jerry Savelle.
Yes, I'm Jerri Savelle.
It just hit me one day. I called her.
Yeah.
You're Terri Savelle.
Yes.
never clicked. Yes.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
This was fun. Yeah, it was an honor.
Yeah, I love you.
So I hope we encourage some people to get your dreams back and give yourself permission to dream.
Yes, and don't ever think you're too old. You know.
That's right.
You never. That Brother Jesse says there's no expiration date
On your dreams.
on your dreams. So don't ever think you're too old and it's too late in life. I mean,
That's part of your story.
yeah.
That inspires people. When I tell people I'm 53 and we're just now doing this, they're like, what?
Yeah.
So don't look at the years you've lost. Look at the years you've got left and make them count.
Yes. All right, guys, you have a great one. And make sure to subscribe to my channel.
Yes.
And I'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.